Non-basketball moves remain a point of education, and the first type to review is an offensive player abnormally extending part of his body into a defender. The highlighted offensive player, Scoot Henderson, takes a jump shot, and he then extends his right leg out in an overt manner, initiating illegal contact with the defensive player, Brandon Williams, tripping him and taking him out of normal play. As this is clearly more than marginal contact initiated by Henderson, this was correctly ruled an offensive foul. Keep your eye on the highlighted offensive player, Marcus Morris Sr., on this next play. As Morris attempts a three-point field goal, he extends his right leg out in an overt manner, initiating illegal contact with the defender, Bruno Fernando. This is illegal contact as Fernando is tripped and he is taken out of normal play. An offensive foul on Morris was needed on this play. The final play in this section again shows a shooter extending part of his body outside his normal motion to shoot. The offensive player here, Jeremy Grant, overtly extends his left leg to the side after releasing his three-point field goal attempt, and he makes marginal contact with his defender, Pascal Siakam. But as this is only marginal contact initiated by Grant, and Siakam was not taken out of normal play, this was correctly deemed to be a no call and a play-on situation. The next type of non-basketball move to review is a dribbler abruptly veering off his path and moving sideways or backwards into a defender. The highlighted dribbler, Kobe White, drives toward the paint, but he then moves abruptly to his right, initiating illegal contact to the defensive player, Jaden Springer. This contact by White is more than marginal, as it clearly affects Springer's ability to defend the play. This was correctly ruled an offensive foul by the trail official. Watch the contact on this next play closely. The highlighted dribbler, Jalen Brunson, drives toward the paint, and we can see that he does not veer off his path in any way. Instead, it is the trailing defender, Jamal Murray, who continues moving forward, and he moves into Brunson's path without establishing legal guarding position, and Murray makes more than marginal contact with Brunson. As the replays show, the contact on this play was clearly initiated by the trailing defender and was correctly ruled a defensive foul. The next type of non-basketball move to review is when an offensive player uses his off arm to initiate illegal contact with his defender. Here, the dribbler Jalen Williams uses his off arm to hook the arm of the defender, D'Angelo Russell. This illegal contact, seen clearly on the replay, affects Russell's ability to defend the play, and an offensive foul on Williams was correctly called by the trail official. Again, watch the contact between the dribbler and his defender on this next play. The highlighted dribbler, Jimmy Butler, uses his off arm to hook the arm of the defender, Bogdan Bogdanovic. This illegal contact by Butler affects Bogdanovic's ability to defend the play, and an offensive foul on Butler was correctly called. The next type of non-basketball move that we will review is an offensive player launching or leaning into a defender at an abnormal angle or trajectory. After the shot fake here, the highlighted offensive player, Klay Thompson, moves to his left at an abnormal angle into the defensive player, Anthony Black, and there is contact on the play. But since the contact between the two players was only marginal contact, and it did not rise to the level of a foul, this was correctly ruled a no call and a play-on situation. The final play in this section will show contact that results in a defensive foul. After the shot fake by the offensive player, Jaylen Brown, the defensive player, Luka Doncic, moves forward and he moves into Brown's body, right as Brown starts his upward motion to shoot. We can see that the offensive player made no abnormal or overt movement into the defender, and because the contact on this play is more than marginal, it is correctly ruled to be a defensive foul on Doncic. The final type of non-basketball move to review is the rip-through. Here, we will see a rip-through that would be ruled a defensive foul, but not a foul in the act of shooting. The highlighted offensive player, Karl Anthony Towns, makes a legitimate basketball move as he is facing the basket when he rips through the arm of the defender, Miles Bridges. Note that since the foul occurred on the side-to-side motion, this is a common foul and not a foul in the act of shooting.